Radio Al Ansar, Durban, 90.4 FM, Peter Maritzburg, 105.6 FM.
الحمد لله ما شب الهدى وحباه وما تكلم الجزع في الحشا رباه وحين من زاد أبد لا غشاء له تورط الصبح في كفي وانتصبا.
Radio Al Ansar, Durban, South Africa.
اللهم نسأل ومنك السلام
You are listening to a live broadcast from Radio Al Ansar, Peter Maritzburg, 105.6 FM.
يا رب العالمين يا رحمن يا رحيم صلي ربي وسلم
Radio Al Ansar.
العالمين يا رحمن يا رحيم صلي ربي وسلم على خير المرسلين.
You are listening to a live broadcast from Radio Al Ansar, Peter Maritzburg, 105.6 FM.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba bikum. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. All praises be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with an abundance of salutations to be on our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Yes, you're tuned into a brand new show today, and that is called PMB Connect, produced and presented by myself, Mehri Mia. And of course, we're coming to you live from Peter Maritzburg on 105.6 FM. If you're in Durban and the surrounding areas, you're 90.4 FM. And wherever you are in the world, if you're tuning in, we're extending a very warm welcome to you as well. Do remember that we are coming to you here as a live one, so you're welcome to also WhatsApp us on our studio line. But also, I must tell you, we're coming from Peter Maritzburg. It's cloudy, humid, beautiful, little bits of shower in between, and then very hot. So if you have to ask me how's it going in PMB, I'll be telling you it's everything and yet anything. So yeah, we're coming to you from a beautiful space. Before we go any further, I must say thank you, Brother Kumalo, and of course to my amazing brother Spoo there in Durban, our techs. Without them, you won't hear me. So we always appreciate our techs. They run boss. I'm always saying this. Keep saying it. They always know I say it, and they smile all the time. So yeah, in PMB Connect, we're going to do just that. We connect with you, our listeners. We connect with events in and around Peter Maritzburg. We speak to people on some community news, some views, some interviews as well. And we connect to build our community together, inshallah, ameen. In today's program, we're going to look at some matters regarding GBV. We're going to talk about the Peter Maritzburg Muslim Women Organization's jumble sale that's happening. We got some quotes of the day. We got some tips for our community building. And of course, we're going to connect with the Connect Corner regarding some safety and security measures as well. But before we continue with this hectic program schedule that we got lined up for the day, we're going to take a very short break and listen to some salawat with one of our favorites, and it's by Abdurrahman Kunat, and he's going to give us the salawat, inshallah, and I'll be back after this. Stay tuned.
WhatsApp us now on 060-904-1056.
يا رسول الله وقدوتنا لن ندع الغرب يدنسنا لن نرضى أبدا ذلتنا يا رسول الله.
Audio stream across the world on radioalansar.co.za.
لن ندع الغرب يدنسنا لن نرضى أبدا ذلتنا يا رسول الله. سنحطم قيد مآسينا ندك حصون أعادينا ونزمجر وسط أعادينا يا رسول الله. رجل قد جمع الإحسان بالحكمة والصدق زدانا وبه ظهر الحق وبانا برسول الله. يا رسول الله وقدوتنا لن ندع الغرب يدنسنا لن نرضى أبدا ذلتنا يا رسول الله. لا ندري كيف تجرأتم وتماديتم بعداوتنا لا ندري كيف تطرقتم لرسول الله. شلت أيد بتماديها قد حفرت قبرا يحويها فيما قد رسمت هادينا رسول الله ورسول الله. وقلوب 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 أبدا لا تنسى وقلوب أبدا لا تنسى من أصلحها فغدا ترسى ساما رمحا سيفا قوسا لرسول الله. يا غرب اعتبر بماضينا كم دسنا رؤوس أعادينا وسنمضي اليوم كماضينا لرسول الله لرسول الله. يا غرب سيسطعكم نور قد أشرق فوق روابينا أن يبقى الإسلام سجينا يا رسول الله.
WhatsApp us now on 060-904-1056.
Ahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to PMB Connect with myself, Mehri Mian. I'm coming to you live from Pietermaritzburg on 105.6 FM. Like we said, if you're in Durban and the surrounding areas, you're listening to us on 90.4 FM. And wherever you are tuning into us from, especially if you're live streaming, we extend a very warm welcome to you as well. Yep, PMB Connect is all about connecting you with everything about you with PMB. And right now, if you're in Pietermaritzburg, you're experiencing a temperature of 21 degrees Celsius, and you are looking for occasional forecasts of rain that are coming through later today. If not happened to you already, it is going to be happening later. If you're in PMB tomorrow, you are looking at a minimum of 15 going up to 23, and there you're going to have a cloudy day with a little bit of rain and showers or blessing, I'd say. Yep, today we're talking also about some traffic issues, and you got a few matters that came up. Let me just tell you very quickly. There's a crash on the N3 PMB bound, which is near Camperdown, so please be careful there. There's heavy traffic congestion on the N3 southbound at Marion Hill Townblah, so expect delays. N3 Outer West Durban, multiple accidents, so please report. Is there that there's major delays. So whenever you're getting near these posts, please do take extra caution. There's a message that says expect delays in Pinetown at the M1 and 3, and of course N3 Paradise Valley as well. That's regarding your traffic. Lots of incidents and things happening in Pietermaritzburg as well. Let me just tell you, for all our ladies, young and old, there's now a weekly talim that's happening for us, alhamdulillah. That's on Saturdays. And the Saturday talim today was held in Brixton Road at Hafiz Ahmed Voda's home. And that was today from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. The venue changes every week, so be on the lookout for this because it's ideal for all those ladies who can't attend the talim that's happening every Tuesday. And remember, every Tuesday, the venues do change as well. But let me just tell you, heads up, the Allendale Orient Heights Ladies Talim this week, Tuesday, is going to be happening at number 7 Shuro Road, which is in Allendale, and that's from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. That's on the 2nd of December. So remember that you do have to always look out for yourself, and the best way to do that is to always connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We do have an invitation that came through from Maulana Tahir, and he said to me to please let everybody know out there that Maulana Muhammad Tahir Umar, and he's of course extending an invite regarding the late Ismail, late Rafiq, and the Jahangi family. They're inviting you and your family to the annual Milad al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and that is the Gwali Sharif of Hazrat Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani Ghospak radiallahu an. That's the Uru Sharif of Hazrat Alauddin Ali Ahmad Sabir Park as well, and Isale Sawab of all Marhumin. This is going to be at 1 Magma Close in Copesville, Pietermaritzburg. The event did start with some events from the 27th of November, went into some events yesterday and today as well. His program today starts at 5:30 p.m. with the Khatam Sharif with Naat in the Marqabat, and of course the lectures by leading ulama. There'll be a Sandal Sharif and a Salam and Dua with a supper thereafter. He will be having a Mehfil Sama after Isha as well. So if you're available in the area, do make sure that you go there. Just to let you know something that happened with one of the schools. I got to let you know this. Okay, so Allendale Primary School held their family fun run today. And yes, it was this morning. And I'm not telling you this now because it's too late. I'm telling you this because one of the achievements of somebody that ran that race is something I think is magnificent. This is somebody who I know because of the schools that I work at, and she works with me very well when I go to this one school. And I know her as Auntie P. And Auntie P today finished the Allendale Primary Fun Run in second place in the veterans category. And I got to mention that because she's 72. I'm looking at my guest in studio and my tech. She's 72 years old and she came up second. And you know, Auntie P, I'm extremely proud of you. Mentoring is what you're doing with athletics. Yeah, so she also won the figurine in the special category. And we say congratulations to you, Auntie P. Well done. Thank you for being that role model for us all. Never, never too old to run. I got to tell myself that before I tell anybody else. Yeah, we're going to go for a very quick Nasheed break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking to somebody very special who's a guest in studio and is going to talk about something serious, but he's going to give us some insight as well. Stay tuned.
Over 200 million orphans globally. We can't help all of them. But what if we each helped just one? The Al Imdad Foundation now gives you an opportunity to help just one orphan from Syria or Palestine. For just 500 Rand per month, you can help safeguard the dignity of an orphan by assisting them with basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter, medical care, and attention. Our orphan sponsorship program allows you to track the progress of your orphan through regular feedback. Make a difference in the life of an orphan today. Visit alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Up next is Kickoff with Buddy Governor. Stay tuned.
This segment is brought to you by Kenfield Auto, your RMI approved service and repair specialist. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport. Kenfield Auto.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. ربنا عليك توكلنا وإليك أنبنا وإليك المصير.
Car won't start?
Kenfield Auto.
Noisy brakes?
Kenfield Auto.
Due for a service?
Kenfield Auto. Kenfield Auto, the answer to all your car problems. Your service and repair specialist for your VW, Audi, Suzuki, Toyota, or just about any vehicle. Kenfield Auto, your RMI and insurance-approved workshop to handle them all. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport. Call us on 031 207 2399. Kenfield Auto.
Every day, thousands go to bed hungry. But you can change that. With just 10 Rand, you can provide a loaf of bread. This bread is more than just a donation. It is a lifeline for so many families in need. Be part of the Al Ansar Outreach Slice of Life drive today. Call Outreach on 031-208-1601 and make a difference one loaf at a time.
Iqra Wafham. Read and understand the Holy Quran. Your program giving you the most powerful meaning for life. It's the message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the last testament. The ayahs are recited, translated and explained for us to understand by various learned scholars of Islam. Comes to you every Sunday at 8 p.m. and Fridays at 10:30 p.m. Iqra Wafham. Read and understand.
Getting you through your day. Radio Al Ansar.
In the sands of ancient Arabia, a life began to
Radio Al Ansar.
so divine. From the mountains of Hira, a message came to him, a prophet for the ages. to guide us from within. Oh Muhammad, a messenger of peace. From your words and from your wisdom, our souls can find release. Oh Muhammad, in every prayer you prayed, you showed the path of mercy, the light that never fades. Oh, in the face of adversity, you stood so strong and true. With kindness and with wisdom, you showed what faith can do. From Mecca to Medina, your journey paved the way. A legacy of love and hope we honor every day. A messenger of peace. From your words and from your wisdom, our souls can find release. Oh Muhammad, in every prayer you prayed, you showed the path of mercy, the light that never fades. In the prayers that we offer, in the lives that we lead, your message lives within us, in every word and every deed. Oh Muhammad, in you we find our way. Your light will always guide us through each and every day. Oh Muhammad, a messenger of peace. From your words and from your wisdom, our souls can find release. Oh Muhammad, in every prayer you prayed, you showed the path of mercy, the light that never fades.
You're listening to a live broadcast from Radio Al Ansar, Pietermaritzburg, 105.6 FM.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to PMB Connect with myself, Meher and I'm coming to you live from Pietermaritzburg on 105.6 FM. If you're in Durban and the surrounds, you're on 90.4 FM. So thank you so much for joining us and hoping your Saturday is going amazing and the balance of your weekend, inshallah, is going to be even better than that. Yeah, and I'm sorry that you're listening to the very groggy voice, but that's the flu for you. And inshallah, it will disappear soon, but it's not going to stop me from connecting with you, right? Because we're all about you, the listener, and we do not stop because we want to be there with you and for you, inshallah. So do make dua for my complete recovery as well. Jazakallah khair for the duas that are coming in as well. In this segment of PMB Connect, we talk voices of our people. And today in studio, I'm joined by, I must say this, more like a brother to me, because I think I know this man for over 30 some odd years now. Yeah. And it's amazing because we've kind of grown into the roles that we have, that we do play in society. But everyone knows in the past couple of days, there's been a huge hype about GBV. Yep, gender-based violence has taken its toll. There's a serious issue that's out there, mostly for women and girls. But of course, there are some cases for the men and the boys that are out there as well. It's not just about, the sexuality or the emotional or the physical. There's economic abuse as well. There's just so many things that are going wrong in society. And GBV is just, I don't know, stats just keep going up and up and up. And I do know that this gentleman, together with his amazing team, is doing amazing work in terms of trying to curb it, trying to make it better. So without talking any further on the topic itself, I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Sham Govender. He is somebody who has a competent team who's making the strides in society where we're seeing the difference. We're seeing the numbers drop because of what they're doing. And he's, of course, the award-winning CPF chairman here in Pietermaritzburg, making a difference across this town. He's also trying to bring South African police services closer to the community. And so we're trying to see that gap not widen anymore. We're shortening up that gap so we can all work together and see that the common cause is for all of us to work together to make it happen. So yeah, he's also going to talk to us about his preparation for the festive season that's coming up. So without any further ado, Mr. Sham Governor, welcome to Radio Al Ansar and to our PMB Connect show.
Thank you, Miss Mia. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to the listeners. Thank you for that very warm welcome. Teamwork is very, very, very important, and the inclusion of our community to fight the crime that we have in our society is also of paramount importance.
Absolutely. The thing is, and I like what he says, because one of the things our station manager teaches us, and I'm going to quote him, he says, teamwork is dream work. When you do the teamwork thing, you're going to see the work happen as a dream. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. And I know Sham is not just from the community where it comes to policing. He comes from a background of emergency services. So he knows firsthand what it's like to be somebody in the society that has a difficulty, and how to be somebody that's gone to try and help somebody with the difficulty. And I think with all of his experience so far, he's put together his own little methods, which he's now inculcated in his team, that they use to try and curb the issues that they're finding. So Sham, you got various programs that you're running in the fight against GBV, for example. I know they're running on a daily basis. So I don't know how you're catching up with your tail and your team. But can you tell us a little bit more about what you're doing now in terms of GBV and the programs you're running?
Thank you, Ms. Mia. With it being 16 days of activism, I personally believe it should be actually 365 days of activism against GBV. However, to honor the 16 days of activism, we, as the Mountain Rice CPF, has come up with a program to reach the 8 wards that we service. And we put this program together, taking into consideration the areas and the places where most amount of the community meet. And we find that the primary health care clinics are about the most appropriate places to meet lots of community people, the likes of SESA offices, where hundreds of people gather on a day-to-day basis. And our aim is to make people aware of GBV, the causes, and for the people to break the silence. That is for them to now stand up and be heard. Don't be a statistic. Stand up. Let us listen to your story. We want you to know that we are there to assist you, to help you through this incidences of GBV that you may face.
Absolutely. And you know what for me is key also is with the awareness itself. It's not just about the victims themselves that have to break that silence. It's also the people in society and communities that witness this, that are also silent with what they witness. They also need to be able to be, find it safe. Let me speak out for that person, because obviously they're not speaking for themselves. We can't just stand back and watch this happen all the time to our people around us. So I love the break the silence. It's not just for the victim, it's for everybody out there. Break that silence is a huge tag. So Sham, in your field, you clearly see worst cases. I know some of them you see is nothing like what I see or what we see in our professions, because I think when we get to some of these victims or people to help them, they like almost halfway done, with the formalities by you guys. But what do you think are some of the biggest hurdles right now in this fight with GBV?
The biggest hurdles that we've noticed and seen in our community right now and contributing to GBV is, number one, the socio-economic climate, the rate of unemployment. We get these gentlemen that are now unemployed. There's an imbalance in the home situation or in the relationship where one partner becomes a little bit more powerful than the other partner. That's an ideal start, where GBV will start. But accompanied with the socio-economic climate, we have alcohol as a major contributor to our situation that we face, this demon called GBV. It's consuming our community. As we all probably know, that the president himself has declared GBV as a national emergency, and we're taking this very, very, very seriously. Together with alcohol, we have noticed drugs. Drugs is there as a hurdle, and last but not least is gambling. If you look at gambling, it's a twofold thing. It's gambling at our local casinos. It's also gambling online.
Yes.
And these are people that are taken into gambling where, especially now we come to the festive season, you're getting bonuses and extra money, and you want to take that 10,000 Rand and you want to now make it 20,000 Rand in the casino. But unfortunately, the casino and these gambling apps have other plans for your money.
Absolutely.
And as a result of you losing your money, you're going to come home and you're going to face the consequences of losing that money. And we've also noticed that it's couples that go out and gamble together. Then they lose their money, come home, and the blame game starts.
Yes.
If you didn't go, I would have not went, and
You
now we
entice me to
lost.
do this.
Yes, we lost our money, and now we got to see ourselves through the festive season. What are we going to do? And this is where the disagreements starts within our people, within our partners, within our families, and it is really taking a strain on the community. But it must be noted that, listeners, GBV is a very, very, very difficult crime to police. GBV happens indoors. So a patrolling police van, a patrolling security driving know that there's GBV taking place. So it becomes a mammoth task to ask our people, be it male, be it female, we need to take into consideration the vulnerable communities, the elders, LGBTQI. We need to empower these people to come through to us at Mountain Rise Police Station. There is 24/7 help available for you. I must say that our stakeholders in the fight against GBV, the likes of our local clinics, primary healthcare clinics, in conjunction with the Northdale Crisis Center and the security cluster, are currently teaming up, and we are making a difference, a slight dent, but I'm hoping that this message goes out to the people that we need to break the silence. If each one of us goes out there and tells 10 people about what we've heard on the radio station today, and those 10 people go down and filter it to a further 10 people, in a matter of hours, this will reach our community at large.
Absolutely. And that's when we're going to start to see the difference. But Sham, one of the things you said that is pertinent for me, and I think because of the work that I do, from a socioeconomic status and that unemployment or imbalance phase that you have between these people at homes or whatever it may be, that is not then what's always just about the violence that's physical. I think one of the things is I'm very passionate about empowering people, right? And one of the things I do, and it's not against GBV, it's actually in keeping with it, is I kind of shift. GBV is about gender-based violence, but I shift that violence into a violation, because ultimately violence is beyond that. Okay, you've violated me completely once you try and lay a hand on me, but violation is in terms of you have violated my right to earn extra. You have violated the fact that I can have a voice. The violation is of me as a person. So once the violation starts to kick in, that's actually when it's starting. So it's not necessarily going to be once the hand is raised to harm you. It can be just from a verbal statement. It can be merely from, throwing something at you on a table. But it starts in some way, whether it's to, degrade you in an emotional capacity, whether it's to try and belittle you from an economic capacity. But it's not just about that violence that happens inside the homes where nobody has got access to. It's about the violation of you as a person. So it's so important, like what Sham is saying is so important, and I'm just reiterating and adding my 2 cents here. It's important for every one of us to realize and be aware of what is happening with us out there. Because sometimes, yes, GBV is like there because we know it's the violent attack on somebody. But you, as somebody who's listening to us right now, are you seeing yourself as maybe somebody who's being violated in any way or form? Is it some form of emotional blackmail that you're going through? Is it some form of emotional violation you yourself are going through? Something that could be as an emotional abuse can eventually become you can become the statistic of GBV starting there. We don't know where it starts. But the point is, and why I like what Sham is saying, is when you create that awareness, Sham, is when people start to see themselves in it. They resonate with what you're saying. When you're going and giving these talks at the SASA place or the clinics, there are people listening to you. But half of them might not be people that you are, that opened up cases against people. But they're listening to what you're saying and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's actually happening to me right now. I don't want to be a statistic. So now that you're saying to me you've partnered with so many of these people as CPF, there are safety spaces for these people to go to. So it's really, really important for us, especially you, the listeners, and all of us, each one ourselves, to be cognizant of what is going on with our lives, who are we giving that kind of important role to, where they actually, take that kind of power away from us, where they dictate, so to speak. Because remember, we don't want to break homes. We don't. We always want to try and build you as we build your home and your family. But we got to be real about where we're coming from.
Exactly, Ms. Mia. GBV comes in many forms. And as you very appropriately said, it escalates. It starts from verbal abuse. Then it leads to physical abuse. It's another form of GBV is emotional abuse, structural abuse, economic abuse.
Different.
And all of these abuses, it constitutes a crime. You need to be protected against it. You need to be aware of it, because we as families, we must be able to identify somebody that's possibly being abused in any way or form. And one of the most important ways to recognize somebody that's being abused is the person becomes withdrawn.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The person sits in a corner, stops communicating. The person starts to ostracize themselves from society. And this is a serious red flag. And when the physical abuse comes upon, you'll notice that you'll find little scars, marks on the body.
The unexplained injury.
Unexplained injuries. And they'll smile and tell you, I knocked the door, I hit my hand against this
cupboard.
The cupboard. And you hear the stories that goes around. But it must raise a red flag. And you find these people eventually start to wear larger clothing. And this larger clothing that they wear is to cover up swelling, to cover up marks on their body. And it's so apparent when we see these GBV victims, they want to be covered. But the sad thing is that our acting station commander alluded to the fact the other day of every 50 cases of gender-based violence that's opened at the station, it only leads to a maximum of 15 that actually goes to court.
My word.
And the reason for that is that our people, our community, when they fight, they will fight this evening, tomorrow morning, it's all well and good, and then they start to feel sorry or pity upon their partner, and they start to worry us to withdraw the cases. And then they go to court, speak to the senior public prosecutor, and results in these cases being dropped.
Yeah, well, that just reminds me of a case, and I think you worked with me on this one before, where we had the scenario of this lady that we removed from the space with her children the one evening. And I know, Sham goes out with his team very, very late. I get called only just telephonically to help here and there, but they do this on the ground. I remember 2 or 3 days afterward, I wanted to just see how this mom and the kids were doing. And when I got to the safety house, I was told they're not there anymore. So I said, I just want to see where they are. So I asked, where are they gone to? And they said they're gone back home. So, oh my gosh, okay. And I went there, and that was the first time, Shem, I think I did tell you the story. I wanted to speak to the child instead of the mom or the dad. And when I asked the child, you're back here, aren't you scared? Because I wanted to, suss out how is this child coping? And the child's words were, but that's my father. But that's my dad. We don't want to be away from him. So all of these are little points that matter for us when we're dealing with these cases. But what is the futuristic then case for this child? We removed him. He saw, or she saw everything that happened there. We took them away. And then they had this obligation that as my dad, I want to go back to him because that's my duty to my dad. Like it becomes difficult to have to deal with. And then the case was gone. There's no case afterward.
Yeah. Marine, the saddest thing that we see out there is that most of our victims are economically reliant on the perpetrator itself.
Yes.
And we can remove them. We can put them in a place of safety. But then the question arises, who is going to support my kids and I?
Yeah.
Be it a male or a female.
Yeah.
I mean, currently we're dealing with a case, and it's it's current, as in just the last night.
Mm.
A lady was abused, and she phoned me, and I gave her the necessary advice that she needs, and then she tells me, I can't charge him. I don't want him arrested.
Oh my word.
And only to find out that they spent the rest of the night at their house. And it's actually very, very scary to us, because when we lay our head down, be it 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, even 4 o'clock in the morning, we don't know when we open our eyes, are we going to open our eyes to a message on the phone that we've had a femicide?
Exactly.
And we cannot impress upon our people that cases must be opened. Let it see its time in court. Let the prosecutors and the justice system work. As soon as the justice system is allowed to work, then only are we going to see
the numbers drop.
Benefits of our education that we are trying to put out there for our people.
Yeah, absolutely. And and I know I'm running out of time. I do have to go for a break. But Sham, before I lose you, because to get this gentleman into the studio was like forever. It took forever. But I'm so glad to have him here. But in light of, we spoke about all these problems that we find, Sham, and it is there, it's everywhere. And we all know the different programs we're doing. And there's kind of lots of stuff that you and I do together, but we got lots more planned for next year, I know. But how can we tell our listeners there are some positives in terms of solutions? See, there's a problems, but we always come up with solutions, people. We identify the problem, but we also come up with solution plans for you as well. But what would you like to tell our listeners in terms of the solutions and how to make place safer for everybody?
To our listeners, solutions. Yes, we do have solutions. We have various departments, social welfare. We have our stakeholders, Love to Live. We have psychologists, psychiatrists that are out there, and they are there to offer you skills development. They will teach you how to deal with your anger, and they will teach you how to deal with anger towards you, and not to allow the situation to get out of hand where it results in injuries. Yes, Mountain Rise Police Station has 2 social workers on standby. They are there for you. You don't need an appointment with them. You can walk into the station at any time, Monday to Friday, 7 to 4, and a social worker will be available to you. And from there, they engage with us at the CPF, we engage with the SAPS, and then decisions are made for you to assist you. And as you rightfully said, we're not here to break homes. We are here to fix lives.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. And I must tell you all as listeners, the social workers, they are very effective. I've worked with them on many other cases, not just regarding GBV, and they're very hands-on, they're very there. And the one thing I love about the social workers and the people and the team that Sham has is they're all heart. It's not just about the stats. It's about really making that difference. So, yeah, Sham, I could go on and on with you. Really, we need to have you back again. But not only on GBV, there are other matters that are in the community. But thank you so much, Mr. Governor, for coming through today. I really, really appreciate your time. I do know he has another program he's going to right now, by the way, just so that we know. So we appreciate you and your team and everything that SAPS is doing. We do know there's a lot of effort still to be put into it, but I think together we can make that bigger difference.
Thank you, Maureen. Just to take up 1 minute of your time. I know I'm a talker. I can talk a lot. Listeners, please note that we are coming to the festive season. The festive season is on our doorstep. Mountain Rise CPF, SAPS, Security Cluster, and our community safety forums have all come together. So we will be placing the SAPS mobile caravan in the race stop area, which we all know has been a hotspot for crimes in the recent past. So by next week, the caravan has been all revamped. It will be manned. And we want the race stop CBD to be safe. But please note, the safety zone will be the Nedbank parking area. If you feel threatened or unsafe in any way, all you need to do is just take a walk to the caravan, and there's going to be people there to help you, people to comfort you, and to make sure that you are safe. But in saying that, we've had interventions in Raystop over the last 2 weeks, and we've cut the crime by more than 70% already.
Well done.
So yes, we have measures in place that are working, and we're hoping that we can move this across to other areas. We have extra members that are on the ground, on foot patrol, in our high shopping areas, Debbie Place, Raystop, very importantly. And we want to make sure that you guys have a blessed and safe festive season.
And you guys have to be kept safe as well. We pray for your safety as you do what you do. Thank you so much, Sham. And you know what? I think for our listeners and for PMB Connect and our shows, maybe Sham can keep us updated with different areas where these caravans would be, where the police things and what your stats are, so we know where to be careful and stuff like that going forward. But thank you so much, Sham. Really appreciate you being here, my brother. And inshallah, I pray that you guys also be kept safe throughout the season, because this is your testing time. Appreciate all of your initiatives as well. We're going to go for a very quick break now, and we'll be back after this. Stay tuned.
Radio Al-Ansar, 24/7, 365.
Under the stars, I raise my hands in prayer. Tears fall, carrying my despair. Your memories linger, they fill my heart with grace. In every shadow, in every vacant place. Oh Allah, grant me strength to mend. I hope the angels look over you, my friend. Inshallah, we'll meet again in Jannah, where there's no end. You smile and laughter go deep within. Though we're apart, you can count on me, my friend. In the gardens of the merciful, we will reunite. Under His mercy, bathed in eternal light. Oh Allah, grant me strength to mend. I hope the angels look over you, my friend. Inshallah, we'll meet again in Jannah, where there's no end. So I hold on to hope, and I hold on to faith, to see you in Jannah. I'll do what it takes. Oh Allah, grant me strength to mend. I hope the angels look over you, my friend. Inshallah, we'll meet again.
WhatsApp us now on 060 904 1056.
Get ready to elevate your fitness game at First Fitness in Durban's Berea. With a spacious free weight area, award-winning equipment, and exclusive ladies-only parking and training level, we've got everything you need to crush your goals. Hit the ground running on our outdoor track or unleash your inner warrior in our MMA and boxing dungeon. Plus, enjoy high security and ample parking. And don't forget to refuel at our halal coffee and health restaurant for the best in coffees, smoothies, and healthy eats. Join us today and redefine your fitness journey. First Fitness, dare to be extraordinary.
Radio Al Ansar welcomes your feedback. If you have a broadcasting related complaint, please put it in writing and address it to the head of the complaints committee. Include your full name, contact details, a clear description of your complaint, and any supporting documents. You can email your complaint to feedback@alansar.org.za. That's feedback@alansar.org.za. Or bring it in person to our Pietermaritzburg office at 240 Ortman Road, Willowton. Your input helps us serve you better.
ادعو إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة وجادلهم بالتي هي أحسن. Invite all to the way of your Lord with wisdom and beautiful preaching, and reason with them in a way that is best and most gracious. Join Shabir Pasha every Saturday at 7 p.m. on the show Dawa Dynamics, and every Sunday on the Dawa Chronicles at 9 p.m. Remembering the companions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Join the discussion, analyze the lives, sacrifices, and contributions of the Prophet's companions, and learn from their experience.
Black November is here at Bearings and Brake. Check out our massive savings on all BW brand bearings and chains and much more. These specials last only until the 15th of December. Spend over 500 Rand and have your items couriered to you absolutely free. Bearings and Brake Val, located at 13B Old Johannesburg Road, Duncanville corner of Bassima Street. Call us now on 010-023-3661. Bearings and Brakes, the world rotates with us.
The Debonair's Pizza Real Deal is bringing to you 6 amazing flavors from just 31 Rand 90. Perfect for a lunch fix between errands or a cozy moment with the family. Join me, Phoebe Aminafili, on Saturday, the 6th of December from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for our live broadcast at Debonair's Pizza North Beach, 139 Low Marine Parade Street, where all the flavors and prices are waiting for you. Debonair's Pizza. Try something amazing.
It's back. Simplex Radio's Black November sale. Bigger and better. Get your hands on the Samsung 70-inch LED TV at only 9,999, saving a massive 3,000 Rand. Plus, we'll throw in a free soundbar.
Save 2,000 Rand on the Sinotech 65-inch LED TV at only 5,999.
Sinotech 32-inch LED TV now at a bargain price of just 1,699.
And get the Hisense 43-inch Full HD Smart TV at a low of 3,499.
Deals are limited. Simplex Radio.
The name you can trust.
You are listening to a live broadcast from Radio Al Ansar, Pietermaritzburg, 105.6 FM.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back to PMB Connect with myself, Miriam Yan. I'm coming to you live from Pietermaritzburg on 105.6 FM in Durban and the surrounds. You're listening to me on 90.4 FM. Thank you so much for joining us. And we had an amazing discussion with Mr. Sham Govender regarding GBV and everything else regarding safety, security, and whatever it was necessary in terms of you and how you can be the best and safe and be okay for the balance of this festive season and your days to come, inshallah. And inshallah, we will also be getting those stats and updates from him as time goes along. So PMB Connect will always be connecting you with what is there and what's not there and what's necessary to make us all get through our times together with, of course, more efficiency and greatness. In this closing time, I think I'm going to just address one thing with our youth, right? Our youth, you guys have all finished your exams. That's a big yay, including Kamalo. Exams are done. The stresses of the exams are done. Your year is nearly complete. But guess what's happening now? You're home. So social media is becoming your best friend. You're all kind of like stuck in the room. And guess what your parents and guardians are going on about? You're just stuck in the room. We're not seeing you anymore. So here's the thing, right? I want you to understand something. The future is yours. Yes. Decisions are therefore also yours. So you can decide either I'm going to take the social media by storm or the social media is going to take me by storm. And if you're going to stay in that room and stuck away from everybody, then the social media is taking you over. It's time for you to take over and take control of your life. So you as the youth, your voice matters. We're always saying that. And there's somebody I love, and she is Malala Yousafzai. And she said that, and I quote, "We are the generation that will rewrite the rules." Unquote. Now, if you're going to be the generation that does that rewriting of rules, you can't do it staying stuck in the room on social media. You got to be the best that you can be and learn more about yourself too. Now, PMB Connect was all about us, the community in Pietermaritzburg, and how we can connect with each other. So one of the things I want to leave you with is what I call the community coach corner. That's going to be what we end off PMB Connect with every time we meet. And one of the things here I'm going to say is something of the day that I'd like to give you all as a community. So it's not just the individual who you are, it's as a community. As a community, we must know that if we want real development to take place, if we want real positives to happen in our communities, then all of us have to be involved in some way or the other. We can't be sitting back, and we can't be the WhatsApp arguers. We can't be the people who are just texting the arguments. We're going to be someone who is vocal enough, or trying our best, even if it's via emails, or guiding, or learning, doing something, because the future of every community is, of course, our passion, where we become resourceful as a people, as a community, as a family. At the end of the day, where you're living right now, you do have neighbors. If something goes wrong in your home, before any of your family member that's 5 miles away from you gets to you, your neighbor gets to you. That becomes your first port of entry. That is your community. That is your people, your tribe. And how many of you actually get on with your neighbors? And how many of you are competing with them? So all I'm saying to you is, without community service, we are not going to have a kind of a strong quality of life. And when we want that strong quality of life, we know that it's important for each one of us as people to serve that as a recipient. Because when I serve, I know what I will receive. And it's in that way that we're going to obviously then allow ourselves to grow, develop, especially as a community. Okay, time to wrap up. And inshallah, I hope that PMB Connect connected with you today, and it's something we said today resonated with you as well. Alhamdulillah, I do see some messages coming through, so I thank you so much for being in touch with us. And inshallah, do remember me as I will remember you in du'as, and of course remember the entire ummah, and never ever forget our people of Gaza. Jazakallah khair to Brother Kumalo and Brother Spoo in Durban, the amazing text. And of course, do remember to make dua for our entire Radio Al Ansar family. You got to keep it locked into this dial, because my amazing brother Buddy Governor comes up after this. And then the amazing sister Fatima Kareem comes up after that. And you got more on your Nightline, the favorite of most of the people out there as well. So inshallah, stay tuned, and I will be back with you inshallah on Wednesday again between 12 and 1. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. Astawdiullah dinaka wa amanataka wa khatima amalika. Ameen. Allahumma ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
From Radio Al Ansar, Pietermaritzburg, 105.6 FM.
Up next is Kick Off with Buddy Governor. Stay tuned.